Until the age of 5, a wet bed is nothing to worry about. We talk about enuresis when a child 5 years or older wets its bed at least twice a month. Enuresis is still regarded as a mental disorder, but in 8 out of 10 cases, there is a physical cause. Psychological problems often develop when enuresis is left untreated due to the parent's shame or incertitude. Bedwetting can become a huge burden for the children as well as the whole family. He doesn't even tell me when he wets himself at home, but I see it. He doesn't tell me because he is just too embarrassed. He is ashamed. Because he knows it's not normal for a child to wet itself. Because others, he says, don't do it. Why me? At the beginning, I realized that he became introverted because he couldn't handle the fact that he, of all children, was wetting his bed. That we couldn't do anything about it. That's what it is, but he doesn't understand. Bedwetting is a widespread disorder. It is one of the most common chronic disorders during childhood. Until the 5th birthday, it is completely normal if a child wets its bed from time to time. After that, a doctor should be consulted. 10 to 15% of the 5 or 6-year-olds and 2% of the 14-year-olds are not dry yet. Affected parents should not be embarrassed. They should go to the pediatrician when their child has that problem. They could also go to a urologist or to a center for pediatric urology. Milorad Jelic suffered from bedwetting when he was a child. He probably inherited it from his mother. Enuresis can have genetic causes. If one parent was affected, the chance for the child to have it amounts to 44%. If both parents were bedwetters, there is a 77% chance. Fortunately, Milorad's 10-year-old son is not affected.
I felt bad at home, of course. When you wet your bed every morning, it's bad. I always hoped that it's dry, not wet. You cannot change it. It is what it is. Now it's over. I was worried for my son, but luckily he didn't have it. But now I don't think it's too bad because it was part of my life. That's how it was. So what? I cannot change it, and I am not embarrassed anymore. As a child, you are embarrassed, obviously. As an adult, you are relaxed about it. That's how it was. End of story.
Shame, fear of mockery, and the hope that the problem might go away on its own often prevent parents to seek help. But every year, only 15% of the affected children become dry on their own. When that happens, nobody knows. It might take years. Waiting only leads to unnecessary suffering. The child goes to bed every night fearing that something might happen. Go to the doctor as soon as possible. We waited too long because we said maybe it is going away on its own. But when a child was dry once and starts to wet itself again, it doesn't go away. We made the mistake and waited for over a year. Less than 1/3 of all affected children receive help, although quick help would be available. A quick diagnosis can end the ordeal, since effective methods of treatment are available for each of the causes of enuresis. The most important instrument is the micturition diary. The course of treatment depends on the results of the micturition diary. Bedwetting is nobody's fault and no child does it on purpose. The World Health Organization, WHO, regards enuresis as a disorder needing treatment. It's sad that some children have this problem.
I don't think it's terrible. It's just a disease. It's not their fault.
It's a disease. You shouldn't laugh about that.
It could happen to me, to anybody really.
I wouldn't be embarrassed if I have a disease, so what? I have it.
I wouldn't laugh at all. I would try to support him to make the best of it.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.